Wait a second, I just blacked out a little bit. How did we go from 4% to 2.79%? T-Mobile, the third largest cell phone carrier, is going to try to step their game up just a little bit by offering, wait for it, high interest checking accounts. Drum roll please, it's called T-Mobile Money, and they're saying that you can earn up to 4% APY on your money in that checking account. Wait. You're saying that, okay, this is weird. Of course, there's a few strings that are attached, so let's dig into the details a little bit to figure out if it makes sense for you to open up one of these T-Mobile Money checking accounts. Hey, I'm Jarrad, and on this channel, we like to talk all things personal finance and investing. On the surface, this looks like a really good option that T-Mobile is offering. A 4% APY, no account fees, access to over 55,000 no-fee ATMs, and the checking account is, of course, FDIC insured. Let's break down these 4 features so that you understand the fine print, and then towards the end of the video I will hit on a few more things that you should know and give you kind of my final thoughts on this T-Mobile Money. But before we do that, please Hulk smash that thumbs up button because it kind of helps fill this void that I've got in my heart, and it helps increase my self-esteem. When you hear that T-Mobile is offering checking accounts, your first thought may be, well, are they going to become a bank? No, not really. What a lot of these big non-bank companies do is work with a legit bank that essentially offers the checking account just with the branding of that company, kind of like T-Mobile. In this case, T-Mobile is partnering with Bank Mobile, which is a division of Customers Bank, which is located in Pennsylvania. Kind of like what Apple did with partnering with Goldman Sachs to bring you the, of course, Apple credit card. It's a winning situation for that bank because they get to partner with a big name, kind of like T-Mobile. And T-Mobile gets to leverage their relationship with that bank to help them offer more incentives for their current customers to keep them longer and bring in new customers that will stay with their service a lot longer. 2 things most Americans don't change very often is their cell phone carrier or their local bank. I know that I've been with Verizon as my primary cell phone carrier and PNC for my local checking account for many years. T-Mobile is using this offer to help keep their customers on their platform since they know you're less likely to try something else once you're already kind of in that T-Mobile ecosystem. They won't charge you any fees if you use an ATM within their network. Now there's really no strings attached here unless you use an out-of-network ATM. But if you do, then you might get charged a fee by that ATM provider, but not by T-Mobile. They're partnering with Allpoint ATMs, which I don't know who the heck they are, but I looked into it, and they have over 55,000 ATMs spread among the United States. They are everywhere, so you really shouldn't have an issue finding one of these ATMs in your local area. If you do open a T-Mobile Money account, then they will send you a free debit MasterCard. Just like many regular checking accounts, there aren't any fees associated with a T-Mobile Money checking account. Just a heads up though, if your current bank is charging you any kind of fees, then you need to find a new bank as soon as possible. Unless you're just constantly overdrafting the account, then in that case, every bank is going to charge you a fee. With this new account, T-Mobile offers something called Got Your Back. If you're a T-Mobile customer who registers for perks and makes deposits totaling $200 during a single calendar month, then you have access to receive up to $50 of spending in overdrafts with 0 fees. All you have to do is make sure that your account balance is in the positive again by the 30th day after that account goes negative. So for example, if you have $300 in the account and you spend $330 on the 3rd of the month, then you'll need to make sure that you deposit at least $30 into the account by the 30th of that particular month. If you do that, then you're good. If you don't, they're going to charge you. And $50, it's not that much. I feel like it'd probably be easy to go over that $50 threshold. Now let's get into the biggest selling point of this whole thing, the 4% interest that they're gonna offer you. This is where things get a little bit weird, so you gotta pay attention. To actually earn the 4% that they're offering, you need to do all 3 of these things. You have to actually be enrolled in one of T-Mobile's wireless plans. You have to be registered for perks with your T-Mobile ID. To be honest with you, I don't know what that means, but it's probably pretty easy to do as long as you have a plan with T-Mobile. And number 3, you have to deposit at least $200 every single month. If you don't meet all of those 3 things, then you only earn 1%. Ew. I don't get out of bed for 1%. Another thing that you should know is that you will only earn 4% on the first $3,000 in the checking account. Anything above $3,000 will earn only, once again, 1%. For example, if you have $4,000 in that checking account, then you would receive 4% on $3,000 of those dollars and 1% on $1,000 of those dollars. On the other hand, if you have $2,000 in this checking account, then you would earn a 4% return as long as you were depositing at least $200 every single month. But wait, don't go away yet, there's more strings attached. They also mention how this is all subject to change and that the APY for this tier will range from 4% to 2.79% depending on the balance in that account. Wait a second, I just blacked out a little bit. How did we go from 4% to 2.79%? Because we read the fine print to figure out what they're actually offering. So what do I think about this T-Mobile Money checking account? I kind of like it. I can't completely trash it, but only for people who are already T-Mobile customers or people who are kind of looking to change to a different cell phone carrier and that have made sure that they will get good cell service through T-Mobile in their area. One thing that kind of makes me a little bit uneasy is how they have the option to change the interest rate whenever they want. Now, this isn't to say that other checking and savings accounts can't change their rate whenever they want, but let's think about this logically. Offering you 4% is quite a bit. Since it is so high, I don't really think it's very sustainable to keep that at 4% in the long term. Because if it was, then why wouldn't other players out there like Ally Bank have raised their APY this high already? Another thing is that they only offer this 4% on the first $3,000. Then, of course, it drops down to 1%, which is way less than the current 2.2% that Ally Bank offers. In my opinion, this is not worth your time if you're happy with your current cell phone carrier, or you carry an emergency fund that is more than $6,000, because the numbers don't really work out in your favor if you do. You're better off opening an online savings account with Ally and earning 2.2% on all of your money. Plus, the annoyance of going through the whole process of moving to a different cell phone carrier, the third largest cell phone carrier, doesn't really seem worth your time. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to Hulk smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on T-Mobile Money, and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so YouTube will deliver these videos right to your doorstep, screen. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Adios.